Hello, everyone, and welcome to another match in ONTL Geek. We have got a team's debut match for you today between TBD, which is made up of Richard Schwartz and Javi Madan, and the Dirigible Plums, made up of Noah, whose last name I don't know, and Chadwick Webb. This is sure to be an interesting match. I am your host, Cameron Holzman. On the desk with me, we have got Mr. Jack Pinchuk. Jack, how do you do?
Well, I'm alive. That's all I can really say about that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I know basically nothing about these teams. I know basically nothing about the people on these teams. I am sure they are physically capable of answering questions, but how about we hear more about them in the promos?
You know, we got a whole lot to prove here. And this is the start of our journey. This is the start of that road where we start to prove ourselves as being fierce competitors. Look, so I think we got this, and I think we get this pretty easily.
Look, Noah, we're both geeks, okay? We both love geeky shit. We can do this. We can live up to the name of the Dirigible Plums.
Absolutely,
it's a brilliant name. So we can live up to this. I think we got this. You know, I don't know the other team that well, pretty much at all, but yeah,
they're just another pebble in the way.
A pebble in the way?
Yeah, they're a stepping stone for us.
Kick that little pebble out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got this.
Absolutely.
Well, Javi, we're back here again.
We sure are. This time, I think my internet is significantly better. I have an Ethernet cord, so I can't imagine I would just randomly fritz out. But it's, anything's possible. So hopefully that's not the case.
Hey, our debut match, we came up a little bit short, but we played a good game, and I figure we're going to be playing a good game today.
Yeah, I've been studying up on that Clone Wars movie, counting that physically appearance actually does include animation, I suppose. So, but I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm tired. I'm busy, but I'm good.
I'm also tired and ready, and win or lose, let's have some fun out here.
All
right. Well, those sure were some promos. I found out during the course of this, I was very wrong. It's not a debut match. Both of these teams have played before. I don't work here. I found out I was hosting this 20 minutes ago because Alex doesn't have a voice. So if I get anything wrong, blame Jack Pinchuk. With that being said, we will get into round number one, and we will bring in our teams. Round number one is going to work the way it usually does here, I assume. If I get any of these rules wrong, Alex, I'm sure, will correct me from backstage. Each team, every player will get 10 different questions in 10 different categories in the realm of ONTL Geek. You have about 15 seconds to write it down on your whiteboard. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you do not get a point. There will be no conferring in this round with your teammates, as it is an individual round. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question worth an additional 1 point. And both teams have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the duration of the match. Any questions before we get going? All right, then I will start you off with your first question, which will come in the category of Marvel movies. What is the code name of the character played by Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black? I think that these movies are all fine.
I don't know. The first one I think is fine. I hate the second one, and I think the third one is
kind of trash. 5.
I think the third's the best.
3. I agree. 2, 1, pens down. We will start with Noah.
Agent K.
And Javi.
Agent K.
And Chadwick.
I also said Agent K.
And Richard.
Clean sweep, Agent K.
All are correct.
All right. Your next question will be coming in the category of Star Trek. Captain Picard appears in how many Star Trek movies?
So I think that the original series movies are on the whole probably better. There are more better original series movies, but I think the crew of the Next Generation is a more interesting set of characters. 5,
I 100% agree with that.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Javi
Quattro or 4.
and Chad
I also said 4.
and Richard
I said 5.
and Noah.
Yo Soy Gringo, 4.
4 is correct. So Dirigible Plums taking a 1-point lead. As we get to question number 3 in the category of Middle Earth.
Oh, damn it.
What is the name of the region of Middle Earth the Hobbits live in the Middle Earth movies? Now, Jack, you hate these films notoriously.
With a burning passion. I think they are some of the most boring films ever made.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of guys walking. And if I want to see a bunch of guys walking, or
I have
running
to go.
places, I'd watch soccer. 5,
I've got somewhere I gotta go.
You
I
can't
can't
go.
be here anymore.
2,
I
1.
need
Pens down. We will go to Chad
I said the Shire.
and Richard
I also said the Shire.
and Noah
I am dangerously worried for the TV show The Shire.
and Javi.
Hobbits, more specifically the Shire.
I believe we can take all of those answers unless Alex tells me that is not the case.
I think we can.
Yeah, we can take all of those answers. So we will get into question number 4, Red Knight.
All right. Your fourth question will come in the category of the DCEU. Who plays Alfred Pennyworth in the DCEU?
I appreciate the question writers putting his last name as though we would ask about any other person named Alfred in the DCEU, or there would even be another Alfred in the DCEU.
I mean, it's a pretty good last name, though.
5,
So it's worth mentioning.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Richard
Jeremy Irons.
and Noah
Jeremy Irons.
and Javi
Jeremy Irons.
and Chad.
Jeremy Irons.
All correct. Your next question will come in the category of mixed bag. Which mixed bag movie was directed by Edgar Wright?
Without question, your least favorite director working today.
Oh yeah, no, here's the thing, I don't want to name any of his movies.
You've
But
had so many tapes
People
already,
can
and I don't
guess
know you.
what
I
maybe
don't
my
agree with
favorite
any of them.
movie by Edgar Wright is if they just take a look at the screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Noah
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
and Javi
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
and Chad
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
and Richard.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
All correct. Edgar Wright, greatest director of all time. Jack.
All right. Your next question will be coming in the category of Wizarding World. In the Wizarding World, the spell Avada Kedavra does what specifically?
Once again, another franchise that you just can't stand.
I don't know what it is about
Except for the Fantastic Beasts movies. You love those.
perfect.
Firstly,
Perfect
Crimes
scene
of
right there.
Grindelwald, the greatest cinematic achievement since
That is,
since
without
Showgirls.
question, the
5,
greatest movie in
4,
this category.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Javi. I don't remember where we started last time.
Kill someone.
And Chad
Yep, it said it's the killing curse, kills people.
and Richard
I just said kills.
and Noah.
We all had some variation. Kills instantly.
I think we can accept all answers as long as you had that. It's
Yeah.
the murder curse. You were good. Your next question will come in the category of the MCU. In which MCU film is the hero trying to prevent Project Insight from being successful?
Insight, something I sorely lack.
You know, it's less insight and more just general awareness of your surroundings. Like in D&D, that wouldn't be insight. That would be a perception check. 5,
Fair.
4, 3. Either way, your wisdom's shit. 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Chad
I said Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
and Javi
Captain America the Winter Soldier.
and Richard
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I realized I went out of order. And Noah.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
All correct.
All right. Your next question is going to be in the category of Star Wars. Who played Vice Admiral Holdo in The Last Jedi?
See, now this is not sarcasm from me, but it is sarcasm for you. It's our favorite main series Star Wars movie. We both love this movie equally and acknowledge that it's better than all the non-Rogue One Star Wars films. 5. Well, you're so mad at me. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Richard.
I just said nope. Had no idea.
And Noah.
It's the lawyer from Marriage Story that I can't remember.
And Chad.
Yeah, it is that Laura Dern.
And Javi.
It is, in fact, the lawyer Laura Dern.
That is correct. As we get into your penultimate question in the category of sci-fi killers, your question: who composed the score for Aliens?
Oh.
I don't care for this movie particularly much.
I mean, it's up there with the first one for my favorite AVP movie.
I mean, it's not hard to be the second best Alien movie, but it's like it's still a disappointing sequel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Noah.
Picked a random composer, Alan Silvestri.
And Javi.
Jerry Goldsmith or James Horner, but I went with James Horner.
And Chad.
Well, I went with Jerry Goldsmith.
And Richard.
I said James Newton Howard.
James Horner is correct. So Javi being the only person to get that correct, tying up the game. And Javi now the only person remaining perfect as we get to your final question.
Which will be in the category of DC. What is the name of the organization run by Ras Al Ghul in Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy?
So I only just noticed this, but like when you're on like a Google Doc or a Google Sheet, you see the other person is like anonymous whatever. According to mine, you're an anonymous manatee. So that's something. 5, 4,
That is something.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with Noah.
The League of Shadows.
And Richard.
I said League of Assassins.
And Chad.
League of Shadows.
And Javi for the perfect round.
League of Shadows.
League of Shadows is correct. So Javi going perfect. Javi will be issued a bonus question. Because you are the only one being asked this, you will not need to write this answer down. You can just say it. So your bonus question in the category of there isn't one. Who has played an MCU Avenger, a mixed bag movie star, and a member of a Marvel team of heroes?
Chris Evans.
And that is correct for the true perfect round and a tie game at 17.
Good job, Javi.
At the end of round number 1. So with that being said, we will get into round number 2. Round number 2 is going to work like this. Before the match, you were informed of 3 different categories. The team who is in the lead, or in this case, I believe TBD is the favorites in this match, will get to choose which category they would like of the 3 for round 2. The other team will get to choose which category they would like of the remaining 2 categories, and the third category will be left for round number 3. So with that being said, the categories our teams could choose from today were Star Trek, Middle Earth, and DC. So TBD, which category? Well, first of all, would you like to choose your category first, or would you like to let them choose first?
We're going to choose our category first.
I had a feeling. That's why I forgot to ask. And then would you like to answer your questions first or answer second?
What do you think, Richard?
Hey, you carried us. It's your decision, man.
I like playing from behind. I think it just gives you a better perspective.
Then let's do it.
All right, so you'll be answering second.
Yeah, sorry, yes.
All right, and what category would you like from Star Trek, Middle Earth, or DC?
All right, I think DC is just way too big. So it's between Star Trek and Middle Earth. I say we go Middle Earth. I recently rewatched all of them, so I think it's just
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
All right. And Dirigible Plums, what category would you like now between Star Trek and DC?
Noah, what would you like?
The one we don't pick goes into the final round. So
True.
I kind of want to get Star Trek out of the way, or do you think the other way around?
Nope. We'll go with your gut. We'll take
Let's go Star Trek.
All right. And Dirigible Plums will be answering their questions first. I will give you your questions in the category of Star Trek because I know Jack wants to ask the Middle Earth ones.
You're correct.
And reminder, you do have multiple choice available on all of these questions. Stealing is available. Questions are worth 2 points. If you go to multiple choice, it's worth 1. Yada, yada, yada. I don't work here. Don't blame me for being bad at this. Your first question in Star Trek, Dirigible Plums. In Star Trek Into Darkness, who kills Admiral Pike?
I think it's Khan.
Okay.
Maybe. Or is it his daughter?
5, 4,
You want to go multiple choice, or are you
3,
sure it might be Khan?
2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. In Star Trek Into Darkness, who kills Admiral Pike?
Because is he killed earlier in the movie or later?
He's
I think earlier, right?
killed later.
You want to go multiple choice, or are you sure?
Yeah,
about
let's
it?
go multiple choice.
Okay.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Khan, B, Admiral Marcus, C, Admiral Doherty, E, Kel-Ah?
I think I'm getting Admiral Marcus and Admiral Pike mixed up. Pike was his friend, right? Kirk's
I think
friend.
early in the film, yeah.
So I think it's Khan who jumps in the helicopter thing and shoots.
Cool.
4,
I'm going to say Khan.
3,
Final
2.
answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And yeah, just a reminder, please say final answer when you are giving your answer. Question number 2. Who directed Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country?
Is that William Shatner?
No, that one's Nicholas Meyer.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Nicholas Meyer, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yeah, I got you.
In Star Trek Insurrection, which member of the crew is abducted by the Son'a alongside Anej, the Baku woman?
What do you got? Like there's Bones, Scotty.
No, this is the new crew.
Oh,
It's-
right. That's right. I don't know many of them, so
5, 4, 3,
Multiple
2.
multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Data, B, Picard, C, Worf, or D, Dr. Crusher.
oh, Will
I-
Wheaton,
I think it's Data
Data. Okay, I'm down with that.
because I was either going between him or the guy with the glasses, but I think it's Data.
Okay,
5, 4,
You think so?
3,
I don't know.
2.
Data final answer.
That is incorrect. TBD for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Data, B, Picard, C, Worf, or D, Dr. Crusher?
I think it's Worf.
I believe it's Picard because I think Insurrection is with the Borg Queen.
That's correct. Or it's not the Borg Queen, but I think it is Picard either way.
Yeah.
The Borg Queen is First Contact.
Okay. So let's go Picard. Final answer.
Picard final
That
answer.
is correct for a 1 point steal.
No worries. Fine.
In what movie does Captain Kirk receive glasses as a birthday gift?
Oh, that. I think that is Wrath of Khan, right? I think he gets a book and glasses, maybe.
Is it that or I think it's
5,
that one or 4.
4.
Let's go you.
Let's go Wrath of Khan. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Good shit, Chad.
And your final question. In Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, which member of the crew makes a Federation officer hide in a closet, threatening him with a phaser?
I have no idea.
Do you want to risk it and go for 2 or Or what?
What do you have an idea?
No. No idea. I feel like it might be Bones. But I think we just check down.
5.
Yeah, let's check down. Multiple
4.
choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are A. Sulu, B. Chekhov, C. Uhura, or D. Scotty.
Yeah, we would have. Yeah.
Sulu, Chekhov, Uhura, or Scotty. With the gun.
Out of all of them, I think it might be Uhura.
That's what I was thinking. Let's just go that.
5.
Uhura, final answer.
That is correct for
Nice.
1 point.
Good shit.
So at the end of Dirigible Plum's turn, I have them up at 23, and I have TBD at 18. I don't think Jack is keeping score, so I'm just going to trust that I am correct. And then, Jack, we will have you give TBD their questions in Middle Earth.
For sure. All right. Your first question in the category of Middle Earth. The actor John Noble appears in which Middle Earth movie?
It's Return of the King.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Yes.
No, I'm
it's
not saying final answer. I'm just telling you. I think this is.
Yeah, it is.
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. In the Fellowship of the Ring, how do Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli realize Boromir is in trouble during the final battle?
I can't quite remember. If you want to go multiple choice,
Yeah, let's go multiple choice.
multiple choice, please.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are A, Boromir blows his horn, B, they find his sword, C, they see Frodo hiding, or D, they find his broken shield.
If I were a betting man, it's either C or D, but broken shield sounds relatively.
Could we get a repeat of the options, or does that count as a repeat?
It does not.
Okay.
No, you can get a repeat. Is it A, Boromir blows his horn, B, they find his sword, C, they see Frodo hiding, or D, they find his broken shield?
I'm going between B and D, in my opinion. I don't think it's C, so you want to go D?
I'm down with D if you're down with D.
All right, let's do a D. D, final answer.
That is incorrect.
Sorry.
So yeah, Jack, read the choices again.
Yeah. So for the 2 points, for the 1 point steal, is it A, Boromir blows his horn, B, they find his sword, C, they see Frodo hiding, or D, they find his broken shield?
He blows his horn.
Just say it. Final answer.
He blows his horn. Final answer.
That's correct for
Yep.
the 1 point steal.
My
All
bad,
right.
Richard.
Your third question in Middle Earth. In the Desolation of Smog, how are the elf guards distracted, allowing Bilbo to steal the keys to the dungeon?
I would go multiple choice again. I can't quite
Yeah.
remember.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Bilbo makes them fight each other, B, they were drunk, C, Bilbo knocked a barrel, or D, Bilbo makes a noise outside.
I think it was the barrel.
Okay, I'm okay with barrel if you're okay with
All
barrel.
right, yeah. I believe that's C, right?
Yeah, he knocks over a barrel.
Final answer.
That is incorrect.
What?
And for the 1 point steal, is it A, Bilbo makes them fight each other, B, they were drunk, C, Bilbo knocked a barrel, or D, Bilbo makes noise outside?
They were drunk.
I was looking at the smile on your damn face, and I'm like, that's probably it. The funny one.
They were drunk. Final answer.
That is correct for the 1
damn
point
it.
steal.
Sorry about that, Richard.
No, that was
Alright.
my fault too.
Your fourth question in Middle Earth. In the Two Towers, who suggests to Treebeard to change course, causing him to find all the trees destroyed? Oh, man. Let me repeat that. Sorry. I didn't pre-read this question. Okay. Your fourth question in Middle Earth. In the Two Towers, who suggests to Treebeard to change course, causing him to find all his destroyed tree friends? There we go.
I think that's Mary.
Yeah, it's either one or the other. Let's go, Mary.
Yeah, Mary, final answer.
That is incorrect. For the 2 point steal, I repeat the question, correct?
Just the no.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Is it Pippin?
It's Pippin.
Go ahead.
Pippin, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
And 50
Sorry, Richard.
questions.
No.
Okay. And your final question in the category of Middle Earth. What is the first Middle Earth movie not to feature the Eagles?
And Richard, can we just get both hands on screen?
Oh, sorry.
I think it's Two Towers.
I think it's Two Towers as well. I don't recall any Eagles. So let's do that one.
I just want to double.
3,
Lord
2.
of the Rings, Two Towers, final answer.
That is correct. 2 points.
2 points.
So at the end of round number 2, I have Dirigible Plums at 27, TBD at 22. Is that what you have, Alex, in the back? Okay, cool. That is what Alex has in the back. So with that being said, we will get into round number 3. Round number 3, as no team chose DC in the round, DC will be the category for these questions. Our team in the lead, in this case, the Dirigible Plums, will get to choose whether they would like set 1 or 2. And Alex, they pick who takes a 2 and a 3 in this league, correct? Okay, yeah. So you'll choose who takes the 2, who takes the 3, and then you'll be able to confer on the 5. So with that being said, Dirigible Plums, would you like set 1 or set 2 in the category of DC?
You choose Noah.
I don't know if it matters. Does it mean which one? We'll go set 2. We'll go set 2.
All right. So I will be issuing TBD's questions as Jack asked them in round number 2. TBD, the category is DC. Who will be taking the 2 and who will be taking the 3?
How are you at DC?
I consider myself pretty good at DC, but then I got
All right, I'll take the 2.
All right. So Richard, your 2-point question in DC. In Tim Burton's Batman, who played Vicky Vale?
Oh God. Tim Burton's Batman. Sorry, Javi.
5, 4,
I don't have her.
3, 2.
I got no guess. Sorry.
Okay.
We were looking for Kim Basinger.
Yeah.
Kim Basinger. So we will go to Javi for the 3-point question. In what DC movie does the Phantom Zone projector play a large part?
The Lego Batman movie.
That is correct for 3 points. And we will still be sticking with TBD for their 5-point question. If they hit this, they will send it back to Dirigible Plums. If they miss, Dirigible Plums will win by TKO. Your question for 5 points, you can confer, and you have all 3 repeats if you need them. In Superman Returns, in what country did they find the Kryptonite that is in the museum?
Hold on, give me a second.
We had the repeats, so if we need them, let's use them.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Please repeat.
All right, that is your first repeat. In Superman Returns, in what country did they find the Kryptonite that is in the museum?
Do you have any idea?
I'm not good at geography, but it's, if I was like a betting man, it's like Germany or Austria or something like that. Maybe for some reason Ukraine's sticking out at me, but that's just because politics.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Please repeat the question.
All right, you have 1 left. In Superman Returns, in what country did they find the Kryptonite that is in the museum?
I mean, I don't think it would be Ukraine. Germany is an option. Russia is probably an option.
Russia sounds more right, actually. I don't know why. I'm not convinced that it is.
Well, we got one more repeat, so we're gonna probably milk it till we do.
4.
Might be a Middle Eastern country.
Two.
Please repeat the question.
All right, that is your final repeat. In Superman Returns, in what country did they find the kryptonite that is in the museum?
All right, it's obviously not the United States. I don't think it's Canada. I don't think it's not Ukraine. Don't think it's France. You want to go Russia or Germany?
I'm okay with Russia.
All right, we're gonna do Russia. Final answer.
And your
Damn it.
winners by way of technical knockout, the Dirigible Plums. We were looking for Ethiopia.
Oh God, we were nowhere close to that.
Answer. So, with that being said, we are going to get into post-match interviews. I assume with our second place finishers. I think that's how we do things here. Again, I don't work here. Yeah, it appears from the layout that is what we're doing. TBD, unfortunately, you guys just couldn't pull it out. You played a very strong game in round 1, Javi getting the true perfect round, and Richard not slouching either. And then round 2, I think just the questions weren't necessarily what you were hoping for, and you fell victim to the classic blunder of is it Merry or is it Pippin, which every person in any Geek League has fallen prey to at some point. But still not a bad showing. 25 points and a loss is quite good. Thoughts on the match you just played?
I mean, we played a great game. Javi, you fucking nailed it in round 1. It sucks that we're 0-2, but we scored over 20 points in both our rounds. So we're not going to have a losing streak. Like our next match, we're going to fucking win. Like you were on point. I'm still mad about that Star Trek. I overshot a movie. I don't know why. I thought there was another movie between Generations, Nemesis, Insurrection. I was thinking, oh, and First Contact. Generations, First Contact, Insurrection, Nemesis. Yeah, it was my bad on that one. And Lord of the Rings is tough.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that was I'm gonna take full credit on the
it was both of us. I had a couple answers where I thought I was positive and I was wrong. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm the one that was like, hey, let's go Middle Earth. I rewatched them. I think I got this. And after that first question, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, John Noble he plays Denethor. Yeah, I got this. Yeah. This is gonna be okay. And I was like, nope, never mind. This is I was like, what's the name of Denethor's dad? Ecthelion. Yes, awesome, cool. And then it was like, oh, where did he drop or whatever? I'm like, oh, yeah. I didn't remember he blows a horn or whatever, and I feel really bad about that. I feel even worse that I watched Superman Returns no less than a week ago. And I was like, all right, how long has he been gone? 5 years. Okay, got it. What's Richard White's profession? Oh, he's like an assistant editor, I think. But now it's like
absolutely.
Watching that
5 pointers in Geek, no matter what level you're at, will require you to know the most minute of details. But still, you guys put up a good fight. Unfortunately, this does mean you will not be in the tournament, but I am sure we will see you back with a performance like this at some point. But now we will say goodbye to TBD, and we will bring in today's winners, the Dirigible Plums. They will both show up. Yeah, another great showing for you guys. Round 1, you were tied out of it. You both played, I think, pretty much exactly evenly well. Round 2, it was very clear that you guys did not really want the category of Star Trek or the category of DC. But you managed to work your way through Star Trek, and then you got a couple of key steals on Middle Earth. And then you didn't even need to answer a third round question. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel great. Like we're in the tournament, but also I just feel like we got really lucky. Javi was like on fire that first round, and I was almost there, but I didn't get that score, which I felt really dumb about. But then, hey, we got some steals in a key category for Noah.
Well, I think the most important thing is neither of us kind of really wanted to do Star Trek, but we pushed through. I think we got we gave up 1 point out of it and managed to get a good amount from it. So I'm proud of that. It's never easy to go into a category that you're not very strong in and still pull out ahead.
Absolutely. And the fact of the matter is I'm working my way through those movies and I just haven't gotten through with all of them yet. So next time I'll be even stronger. So I look forward to the tournament. I think we can make a run. We'll see.
Absolutely, it's going to be difficult because knowing how tournaments work, we're going to up against the number one number one person.
Yes, and I can tell you who that is because I know it myself and definitely wasn't told in the chat on the side of the screen. Don't look at it. Your opponents in the first round of the tournament, you will be playing the highest ranked, the number one seed in the team's tournament. You will be playing Destined, which is David Garcia and RJ Villarreal.
Okay.
Yeah, no slouches in the game. Thoughts on that team?
I know David, and I think everyone knows David. So you can always, you just have to be ready. That's pretty much all we have to do. So I think we have to focus on his second player and see how he plays and whatnot. So,
I mean, all we can do is just, study up. We got to study more often together, I think.
yeah.
Because clearly, that Kim Basinger came up and we just studied that. So
We should have gone with set one anyway, but yeah.
Clearly it works. But if we would have gotten that set, it would have worked. But, hey, we got a TKO here. So we're no slouches either. Going up against the number one is going to be tough. But, hey, there's always luck. So,
Absolutely. I think we need to compliment each other a little bit more. But
Yeah, absolutely. So we will be seeing you in the tournament, but great match, and we will say farewell to the Dirigible Plums. Jack, final thoughts on this match that we hosted?
I thought both teams put up a great effort. Javi with the true perfect round for round one. That's always a strong showing there. But yeah, they got unlucky in round two and couldn't really recover from there. So tough match, but good effort from both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, we are going to wrap things up here at ONTL Geek. So on behalf of Chad, Noah, Javi, Richard, Jack, Alex, who's backstage and can't speak, and myself, this has been ONTL Geek. Spence says something about washing your hands, getting vaccines, and supporting your local teachers. So I'm going to do that. Thank you all for watching. I don't work here. Stop the recording.